My fellow Americans and my fellow Pakistanis, on the first morning of January of this new year 2018, Mr. Donald Trump, President of the United States of America, made another heroic and bold statement without any regard for political correctness, just as he had promised. I'm going to quote that. He said, United States of America has foolishly given Pakistan more than $33 billion in aid over the last 15 years. And they have given us nothing but lies and deceit in return. Pakistan provides a safe haven to the terrorists with little help. No more, he said. Thank you, Mr. Donald Trump, for being the first American president to speak the truth so boldly and so clearly. Thank you for saying it loud and clear. I am a patriotic American from Pakistan. I am president of Jannat Pakistan Party, a Pakistan-based political party whose voice has been suppressed by Pakistan's rogue regime. I have pondered very deeply over the past 2 weeks. It is my duty to the oppressed and subjugated people of Pakistan to take direct action because of generalized dissent to the doings of the government of Pakistan. I rise today to declare my plan. We, the people of Pakistan, the weak and huddled masses of Pakistan, we have been left with no other choice. I have the honor to rise and proclaim the establishment of a government of Pakistan in exile, with our base in the United States of America. On this day, the 15th of January of the year 2018, I, Asarulislam Sayyid, by authority of international law, proclaim the establishment of a government of Pakistan in exile, with myself as the President of Pakistan in exile, Sultan Pakistan. International law is based on the First Geneva Convention of 1864. It duly recognizes that the government in exile may undertake many types of actions in the conduct of their daily affairs. These actions include becoming a party to a bilateral or an international treaty. These actions include amending or revising the constitution of a country. Actions include maintaining military forces, retaining or newly obtaining diplomatic recognition from other states, issuing identity cards to citizens, and establishing an election commission for holding elections. We are going to do all of that. I have risen today full of energy to take charge of the destiny of people of Pakistan. I'm just one ordinary Pakistani citizen, very well educated, who has been to the best universities and schools in Pakistan and in the United States of America. I have the vision and the knowledge of statecraft. And I am committed to establish a government of Pakistan, a government that acts as a good mother for all its citizens. $33 billion in aid. $33 billion in aid was given to this coward and crooked leadership of Pakistan. These coward and disgraceful politicians, they not only double-crossed the people of Pakistan, they also have been double-crossing the United States of America. These fake generals, these timid clowns who have been usurpers of power in Pakistan for the past 70 years, since the inception of Pakistan in 1947, these fake generals have been treating Pakistanis as their slaves, behaving worse than our British masters. Worse than our British masters. In the name of patriotism, in the name of nationalism, they have been fooling Pakistani people through their well-orchestrated dance of democracy. They have conditioned the people of Pakistan. These crooks have conditioned the people of Pakistan to take money and sell their votes. Now in Pakistan, there is no hope for any democracy. There are vote banks and vote bankers and vote bank agents and vote marketeers. The rogue Pakistani generals have distorted human character. They have killed the sacred dove of democracy. My fellow Pakistanis who are living in Pakistan and who are living in exile abroad, do not anymore say it's a terrible situation in Pakistan. Just last night I was reading on Facebook, everybody's writing there's a terrible situation in Pakistan and we have no solution in sight. Stand united with me. Stand united with me. We are the solution. We are going to be the solution. Together we shall achieve. You prayed to God. I come before you as God's answer to your prayers. The days of Pakistan's disgrace are over. This day is your day. This is Yawmuddin. Today, we the people of Pakistan proclaim the establishment of a government of Pakistan in exile, a government that believes in one true God of love, our Creator. This is something great. This is something great. This has never happened before. Out of decency and respect to the people of Pakistan and to the opinions of mankind, I shall declare the causes that have impelled us to take this decision. Here is a factual proof for the whole world to see. Because of the past 70 years, there has been no government in Pakistan besides the international money launderers, the wheeler dealers. Rampant in Pakistan today is the industry of child pornography. This is a despicable business of filming little children during sexual acts and involves international sales and distribution of these movies. These rogue wheeler dealers of the government of Pakistan, they are a party to this. Recently, there have been 12 such cases of killings of minor girls. 12 cases only in the district of Kasur. In 2015, 284 young boys were sodomized and filmed. You can Google for the facts. Zainab, a minor girl, was recently picked up, sexually assaulted and killed. Such killings of minor girls, they have over the past recent years become rampant. Do you wonder why? Do you wonder? Because whereas the wheeler-dealer generals have been busy in building their palaces in Pakistan and overseas, the Pakistani school systems under the mullahs, under the Islamic study teachers, they have been teaching the concocted stories of the life of Muhammad. Most dangerous of all these stories is the disgraceful story that Muhammad married Aisha when she was 6 or 7 years old. These stories, false as they are, still have a very negative impact on the psyche of their believers. An extremely negative effect. Consequently, a generation of grown-ups today, they have not just grown beards. Some of them have been nurturing this gruesome and ignoble fantasy of having sex with a minor. Sexual intercourse with minor girls, this is now widespread in Pakistan. The rogue Pakistani wheeler-dealer government, it does not have any abilities to control this. 70 long years of lawlessness, 70 long years of savage brutality by the fake police of Pakistan, 70 long years of ferocious harassment of the citizens. All of this has been the culture of Pakistan. What to talk of intolerance and killings of Shias and Christians and other minorities? To all intents and purposes, Pakistan is a failed state. Pakistan is a rogue state. Just a few days ago, the dead body of a doctor, a professor of philosophy, Dr. Hassan Zafar Arif, was found in a car in Karachi. This doctor, he is, as I'm told, about 80 years old, professor of philosophy and a politician who lived his life in exile in London and who had just returned to Pakistan. Lawlessness, savage brutality by the fake police, harassment of citizens, this is just the order of the day in and day out. Now, prudence dictates that a form of government that has existed for long enough and which is well established ought not to be changed for such petty reasons. History shows that people tend to endure sufferings and hardships as long as those hardships are manageable, as long as those evils are sufferable, rather than to completely eliminate a government or a form of government, a government that they have been familiar with. But 70 long years of Pakistan's history, 70 long years of Pakistan's history, this tells us We have had a long train of abuses and insults. A long train. Pakistan today has become an unlivable country from which everybody wants to get out. It is therefore the right of the people of Pakistan. It is their duty to get rid of such a form of government and to find new ways to protect their rights. That is exactly what I plan to do. I am a medical doctor, a neurologist and a psychiatrist. Since I became a political leader in 2011, I have been asking for elections to be conducted by an election commission of Pakistan that must act as an equal opportunity provider in the name of fairness. That means, and I have said this in multiple of my speeches, that means providing forums for debate so that public can learn and make opinions. This suggestion of mine, this request of mine, this was not only ignored, it was declined. Jannat Pakistan Party and several other parties, we were denied even the fundamental forums to propagate our ideologies. Social media was the only forum left to me. A great forum indeed. A great forum. A month ago, even the Facebook page of Jannat Pakistan Party was banned by the wheeler-dealer generals of Pakistan. We, the people, are indeed left with no choice but to go for a direct action. For the past 15 days, I have been in constant contact with party members, contemplating deeply over what to do next. Today, we have proclaimed the establishment of a government of Pakistan in exile, a Sultan Pakistan, a government that believes in the one true God of love, our Creator. We shall set up all offices and government departments of the new government through websites and all through volunteers. I shall nominate various secretaries of the state and other officers of the state. I shall set up an election commission and conduct elections all through the internet. We shall prove ourselves equal to the task. With this declaration, the rogue wheeler-dealer government of Pakistan shall cease to have any legitimacy. We shall soon present a new constitution for Pakistan. We shall soon present a new constitution for Pakistan. A constitution that has long been due. A constitution based on godly love that shall guarantee equality and equal opportunity for all citizens. The new constitution shall not discriminate Christians and Hindus and Ahmadi Muslims as a minority. Nobody shall be a minority. The word minority shall be expunged forever and ever from the vocabulary of Pakistan. To empower the common man and woman, the new constitution shall give the right to bear arms to all citizens of Pakistan. There shall be no limit to guns and weapons that anybody wishes to keep. Rise, rise and rejoice, fellow Pakistanis. Rise and rejoice. Your freedom is here. Your freedom is here. We hold these truths to be irrefutable. We hold these truths to be irrefutable and self-evident, that all human beings are created equal, that all human beings are endowed by their Creator the unalienable and absolute right to life, liberty, and pursuits of happiness. This was so beautifully laid down by Thomas Jefferson in his Declaration of Independence. But 14 centuries ago, Muhammad the Great of Arabia, who never founded any religion, but who founded a state, a kingdom based on the law of God, a sultanate. He proclaimed these very principles as the cornerstones of his sultanate. وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ, all children of Adam, irrespective of religion and nationality of origin, men and women of the human race, all are worthy of equal dignity and respect. The rogue military regimes of Pakistan, one after the other, they, for 70 long years, they have been using false propaganda of hatred for America and hatred for the Hindus of India. They have been falsely claiming to be protectors of Pakistan. Through such false propaganda of hate, they have maintained their popularity and status quo. The United States of America has indeed been giving more than $33 billion in aid to Pakistan. You want to say who is the protector of Pakistan? The safety and security of the boundaries of Pakistan, they have been a cornerstone of American foreign policy. This may be hard for a lot of you to believe, but that indeed is the truth, although it has never been publicized. $33 billion. I swear, if I had been the recipient of even a millionth fraction of this money, of 33 billion, I could have transformed the entire mindset of the miserable people of Pakistan. People who have been conditioned and indoctrinated to hate the rest of the world. I could have transformed the mindset and thinking of the 2.18 billion Muslims of the world who have been yearning for enlightenment. Yes, Muslims have been yearning for enlightenment for centuries. I could have, with this amount of money, a fraction of this amount of money, I could have 100 television channels of Pakistan working for me, broadcasting enlightening educational programs, challenging the wrongful, magical beliefs of mullahs. The Shalimar Radio in Los Angeles, founded by my dear comrades Khalid Imran, Arsal Awan, and Arshad Kazmi, this was one such experiment just to see how recipient the Muslims are. 10 years ago, through this medium, we spread such enlightenment. We were on air for just 2 to 3 hours every week. And this continued for a couple of years. Jannat Pakistan Party evolved out of the teachings which we spread through Shalimar Radio. we fearlessly challenge the concocted Arab religion that was thrust upon us in our childhood, whose undercurrents they have turned 2 billion people of the world into hypocrites and two-faced psychopaths and haters of the world. This religion indeed was concocted 3 centuries after the glorious period of Muhammad the Great. It has nothing to do with the real Muhammad. As Sigmund Freud said, and I quote, "The truths contained in the religious doctrines, they are all so distorted and so systematically disguised that the mass of humanity cannot recognize them as truth." Unquote. Muslims have for centuries been deceived. My wife, Naila, a psychiatrist, a brilliant lady, we've been married 40 years. Just this morning, she said something beautiful. She said, "Religion fills the void when there is no leadership." This is the tragedy of the 2.5 billion people of the world. Do you Americans remember the discovery of Osama bin Laden in Pakistan? If you do, then recall to your mind the rogue and characterless Pakistani wheeler-dealer establishment. The Obama administration, they say, was foolish to believe Pakistan, and even more foolish to proclaim that Pakistan was on their side and had no idea where Osama bin Laden was. Oh, a Pakistani doctor, Dr. Shakil Afridi, who helped the CIA confirm Osama's presence in the city of Abbottabad, Pakistan, he was arrested by the rogue Pakistani government and sentenced to 33 years in prison for treason charges. He is languishing in the Pakistani jails. CIA leadership confirmed the role of Afridi in ascertaining the whereabouts of bin Laden. Inside the compound of Abbottabad, it was Dr. Afridi who confirmed this. Despite such acts, the Obama administration continued to give to Pakistan billions of dollars. And listen to this. A former chief of Pakistan's ISI, Pakistan's Inter-Services Intelligence, he is on record to have said, and I quote, he said, "History shall record the glory of Pakistan's ISI, that it is not the fact that ISI, by using American funds and weapons, defeated the Soviet Union in Afghanistan. No." And he goes on to say, "No, history shall record that ISI, using American funds and weapons, defeated the United States of America, and that day is not far, that day shall be the day of our true glory." He's on record. Do you hear that? My fellow Americans, let me address you. It is time for you to shake yourself up and wake up. Do you have any idea of what this rogue regime of Pakistan is up to next? Do you have any idea? Pakistan army soldiers, let me say this. Pakistan army soldiers and officers, they are the bravest men on earth. They are the best of character, the best of integrity. As a former cadet from Cadet College Hassan Abdal, I have always considered myself as one of them. I salute them. In contrast, the military generals of Pakistan, recipient of billions of dollars of aid to Pakistan, they are nothing else but champions of double dealing and deceit. In the name of democracy, in the name of nationalism, they have been bringing in one corrupt regime after the other corrupt regime. The corrupt regime of Nawaz Sharif, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan. Billions of dollars worth that he amassed from the money of Pakistan. The military generals, they just want to keep their status quo. And they want to run this laundry cycle of democracy. Every 5 years, they want to run this laundry cycle of democracy. They stay in the background. For the past 70 years, not a single Prime Minister of Pakistan has been able to complete his 5-year term. He gets ousted. He gets ousted because of mutual discord between the thieves. The story of Ali Baba and 40 thieves. That's what it is. It is a well-planned in and out cycle. Well planned. The generals want to keep this cycle going on. Let me enlighten you of something which none of you Americans may know. 16 years ago, immediately after 9/11, the United States government came up with a crackdown against the fundraisings that were happening in the Islamic centers all across the United States of America, and all of them were registered as not-for-profit charities. American money against America. It had come to the attention of the United States government, all of you know that this money was being raised by Islamic centers, and it was being raised to fund the terrorists. The Bush administration efficiently put a stop to that. Several arrests were made. Several deportations happened. All of that we know. But here is the fun part which you do not know. To beat this, and there's always a way around, Pakistan's Imran Khan, better known as Taliban Khan, comes up with another scheme. In the name of his Lahore-based cancer hospital, registered as a not-for-profit charity in the United States, millions of dollars continued to be raised through this charity, and all of this money was going from the United States of America and has been going for the past 16 years. If not this way, then there's another way. This is what the terrorists say. There are several loopholes in America. That's what they say. To this day, dollar continues to be funneled from his sham charity. America needs to open its eyes now. Today, by virtue of the rogue military generals of Pakistan, Imran Khan, better known as Taliban Khan, he is, in fact, the de facto head of Pakistan. Imran Khan, he's a sick man, a psychopath, who to this day has not overcome his Oedipus complex. Somebody called him Pakistan's Elizabeth Taylor. By electing Taliban Khan, the generals want to bring Pakistan into direct confrontation against the United States of America. Imran Khan is the other name for Al-Qaeda. This is a vocal English-speaking Bin Laden Khan. A Bin Laden Khan without a beard. very seductive, very treacherous. No wonder the fake news media, CNN, gives him interview and airtime. Pakistan is a country with 150 nuclear warheads. The rogue Pakistani regime is indeed on a suicide mission to blow up the United States of America. Make no mistake about this. North Korea is a far less danger to the civilized world. It is Pakistan's rogue regime under Taliban Khan. America needs to open its eyes now. This is precisely what the ISI chief had said. Use American funds and American weapons for the destruction of America. America has been deceived continuously. America needs to open its eyes. Presently, there is a very well-organized group in the United States of America known as Muslim Democrats who want to weaken and enfeeble America and who want to bring down America. Who are they? Just read the negative comments to my speech and you will know who they are. You can identify them. Muslim Democrats, thousands in number, they are nothing more but confused and disloyal American Muslims. They have been inspired by the conduct of the rogue Pakistani generals. These American Muslims indeed are two-faced liars. Liars who will change their colors. They have one face when they take their pledge of allegiance to the United States of America to obtain social security benefits and green cards for themselves. And they have another face when they come together. In their hearts, they never become true Americans. Instead, they will go to Islamic centers where conspiracies are hashed every day on how to weaken and enfeeble the presidency of Donald Trump and how to eventually destroy America. They have one face at their workplace and another face when they go to their Islamic centers and meet their mullahs. وَإِذَا لَقُلَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا قَالُوا آمَنَّا وَإِذَا خَلَوْا إِلَىٰ شَيَاطِينِهِمْ قَالُوا إِنَّا مَعَكُمْ إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُسْتَهْزِئُونَ اللَّهُ يَسْتَهْزِئُ بِهِمْ وَيَمُدُّهُمْ فِي طُغْيَانِهِمْ يَعْمَهُونَ. I'm quoting from the Quran. How true this is. It says when they meet loyal and patriotic citizens, they say they too are loyal and patriotic. But when they are alone with their mullahs, their devils, they say to them, we follow none other but you. We were only pretending loyalty. We were just mocking. Allahu yastahzi'u bihim. God shall make them ridiculous. Indeed, they shall become a laughing stock for the world. وَيَمُدَّهُمْ فِي طُغْيَانِهِمْ يَعْمَهُونَ. They keep on wandering in the land aimlessly, blinded by hate, feeling miserable about themselves, feeling miserable about the country they live in. These are disloyal Islamists living in America. And do you know why this is? All the influence of the rogue Pakistani regime. The tsunami of hatred which President Trump is so bravely confronting. Ask yourself this question. This 77-year-old president, has any other US president ever had to face that? Where is all of this coming from? My fellow Americans, Pakistan and the people of America were destined to be one people. one people under the law of God. This was very clearly envisioned by the founding father of Pakistan, the great leader Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, father of the nation. In the year 1947, when Pakistan was born, a country of one of the most progressive and wonderful people of the subcontinent, the founding father of Pakistan reached out to the people of America. Jinnah attempted to befriend the newly appointed United States ambassador to Pakistan. Pakistan had no money. In one of the meetings, Jinnah offered to sell his official residence to the United States Embassy. This is on record. Then Jinnah formally asked America for financial help. Jinnah gave interviews to United States journalists, the best known being to the Life magazine and to Time. America needs Pakistan, he said. Pakistan is the pivot of the world, the frontier on which the future position of the world revolves. That is what Jinnah said. Jinnah hoped the United States would pour money into Pakistan and arms to Pakistan. With the election of President Eisenhower in 1952, his Secretary of State, John Foster Dulles, he embraced the idea of giving aid to Pakistan. Dulles is on record to have said, there are some real fighting men in the south of Asia, and the only Asians who can really fight are the Pakistanis. So, how did Pakistan turn into a rogue state? It was not because of insensitivity and carelessness of the United States administration. The fact is, for years and years, the rogue Pakistani generals have been wanting to oust United States of America to avoid any accountability. They do not want any accountability or oversight. That is the bottom line. No oversights and no accountability. We want friends, not masters. That has been the mantra. The rogue Pakistani establishment has never wanted to establish a rule of law in Pakistan. They will never want to eradicate terrorists. Why would they do that? Terrorists are not only their mercenaries, they are their contractors. Through the acts of terrorists, these generals blackmail United States of America, and the inflow of the almighty dollar resumes. To this day, the rogue Pakistani establishment continues to harbor terrorists. Pakistan today is indeed the safest haven for the terrorists. And wait till the generals bring Imran Khan to power through their fake and staged elections. The fake military generals of Pakistan, they just want their status quo to continue. They live princely lives. Their policy is to blackmail and extort money from America. I am committed to lead Pakistan as the President of Pakistan, Sultan-e-Pakistan, through a government in exile. Sultan-e-Pakistan. Sultan is the word in the Quran. We had been warning our brothers. We had been warning those in the government, those who are in the Pakistan government. We had been warning them to rectify. From time to time, from Shalimar radio and by written word, I have communicated with our brothers who are in the government of Pakistan, telling them that it was their duty. It was the duty of a government to act as a good mother. We have been appealing to their sense of justice and to their kindness. We have reminded them constantly that all human beings have to be treated as equals. We never wanted to disrupt our relations with the government of Pakistan, but they never listened. They never listened. Musharrafs, Nawaz Sharifs, Zardaris, and this new puppet, the new military puppet, Khan, we have tolerated this elite, these blood-sucking vampires for 70 long years. No more! No more! In a few days, I shall be giving or start giving regular radio and video broadcasts from our Shalimar radio. We shall send letters to the President of the United States of America asking for recognition of the new government. We shall send similar letters to all embassies of all countries of the world, including the government of India and the government of Israel. Around 23rd of March, I plan to hold a worldwide convention of Pakistani representatives in Los Angeles. Through all those who will be present in such an assembly, we shall present and ratify the new constitution. Foremost, we plan to establish the Election Commission of Pakistan and to hold free and impartial elections of representatives of people electronically through the internet with total transparency. This election, this shall be a model for the world. I appeal to the good people of Pakistan, to support this declaration. On this day, I appeal to the Supreme Judge of the world for rectitude of my intentions. And lastly, for the support of this declaration with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, let us all mutually pledge this day as brothers to each other, dedicating to Pakistan our lives, our wealth, and our sacred honor. God bless Pakistan. God bless America. Pakistan Zindabad. Sultan-e Pakistan Paindabad.